Video summary inbound in 3, 2, 1. Fire, fire, fire. Remember this guy? I'm sorry, hold on. Anyway, as I was saying, remember this guy? You got a minute, officer?
No, sir.
No, sir, you don't have a minute?
No, sir.
Can I get your name and badge number?
Williams 46.
Can I see your identification? Your police ID? So you don't want to answer a question for me?
No, sir.
You don't want to talk to me?
No, sir.
Well, I'll ask you anyway. Do you believe you have an oath to the United States Constitution, Officer Sanchez, to uphold and defend it? Would you violate that Constitution to go door to door and confiscate firearms from law-abiding citizens? Can I turn it in the light here? Get it on. Okay. So, would you answer my question for me? Do you believe you have an oath to the Constitution to uphold and defend it? Officer Williams? You don't believe you have an oath to that Constitution, sir? Well, there you go. And then again here, where I caught him watching my videos about him. Looks like Madam Sanchez was looking at a video. Watching some YouTube, are we, Sanchez? Madam, oh look, he's watching, oh this is great. He was watching my video. That is fucking hilarious. You know, the one who refuses to answer whether he believes he has an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution. Well, I make it a point to not only ask him to identify verbally every time I see him, but also ask for his ID card, which then causes him to have to hesitate, give me a minute to listen to my questions before just running away, whether he wants to hear them or not. You know, most of the time you want to draw people into your field of battle, but sometimes when they set up the board and they put up the pieces, you gotta play their game on their field and on their board. Anyway, I saw him in a convenience store, doing what looked to be putting air in his left rear tire. Being honest, I didn't even pay attention to his tire. I was hyper-focused with tunnel vision on my next video of him refusing to answer my questions and running away. At one point I thought he was running away, since I had tunnel vision on him, and I completely ignored his tire issue, which turned out to actually be a flat tire, apparently punctured. So in my mind, the chase was on, and I went to his door to ask for his ID and hold him up just a minute longer so I could ask my questions. However, he advised me that he was actually dealing with a flat tire, and that to me was more comical at that point, so I decided to forego the usual questions and the request for the ID card, and just document a little bit of that. Besides, I know where he works, and honestly, sometimes I enjoy the chase. Apparently, Officer Williams here was having a problem getting the disorderly tire under control, so he called in for backup. That's when I believe a supervisor by the name of Officer Onan showed up to assist in the arrest. After a short time, I decided to leave. I gave it a little bit, and then I decided, you know what, I'll go back and see if he's done, and if they've gotten that tire under control. By this point, 2 more officers had been dispatched to the scene of the belligerent tire. Now, knowing the Henderson Police Department as I do, the tire was probably later arrested, booked in the county, then had suggested charges filed at the county attorney's office. My source in the Henderson Police Department, who wished to remain anonymous, Onan, Officer Onan, anyway, did advise me that they had a report of a suspicious tire in the area, loitering at a local business and making threatening remarks such as, "eat my dust," and then also threatening arson with comments such as, "I'm going to burn rubber." Now, why did I choose to leave most of their comments in the video, you ask? Oh, you didn't ask? Well, here's your freaking answer anyway. I could have edited this to paint them in a bad light, or to paint them in a good light. It's not difficult to do either. I prefer most of the time to just paint them with the paint they provide, good or bad, then let others decide for themselves. Personally, I found them having a sense of humor, some humanity, making jokes and being normal, a nice change from what I believe their profession normally seems to represent in today's world. Don't worry, this is just a break from what I'll probably find the next time I go to the Kentucky State Police Post 16.
Sir.
Hey, how are you doing? Can I get your name and badge number? You're not going to let me record you? Ooh-wee! That honor integrity is so fucking sweet, it's going to give me diabetes. And deal with Sergeant Shitaker, or his ilk, and attempt to demand accountability. But I consider this a quick break from the norm. Anyway, here's the joke of the day. How many Henderson Police Department officers does it take to change a tire? Let's find out. You ain't got a minute? Can I get your name and badge number, please? I'm sorry, can I...
I'm not going nowhere. I'm trying
I'm sorry. I thought you were running off from me.
No, I'm trying to change the flat.
Oh, I see that. That's Officer Williams. Normally, I'd aggravate Officer Williams and get his name and badge number, make him show me his ID card, ask him fucking questions about the Constitution so he can refuse to answer, but tonight he's actually changing a flat, so I'm just going to leave him alone tonight. You have a good evening, officer.
You too, man.
We got 4 fucking cars here. just for an update, the last time I was here, he was changing the tire and there was only one, and then another one showed up. Now, just for demonstrational purposes, this is how many Henderson Police Department officers it takes to change a fucking tire.
Come on here, Duns. Hop in here. Yeah. Show us how it's...
I'm off duty.
Garage tighten these backwards.
We're gonna have to take an impact for that.
See, I don't document just bad shit.
You like a cheater bar, huh? You what? You like a cheater bar?
I'll stay out of their scene. Who would have thought it took this many to change a tire? Comes a flashlight out, that'll help.
You want to air it up and get it to your house needs.
Huh?
I reckon if they had just a few more officers on duty tonight, we'd get this tire changed.
Yeah, let's just
Maybe you guys should call in the state police.
we're the fire department.
Sheriff's Department's probably got a few spare just hanging out at the department up there. I think the moral of this story is don't call HPD to change a tire.
You want my spare? You want my spare?
Going? See, don't say I don't help. Look, even changing the tire, you can see the look on his face is that he is not pleased about my camera. Well, trying. Airing it up, and he's not thinking about the tire, he's thinking about this camera. 19. 22. 25. 28. 31. Wait, what was that look again? Let's watch it in slow motion. Now, what do you think Officers Vadbunker or Onan told him? You think they told him to smile for the camera? I guess we'll never know. 30. All right, looks like the show's over. Let's all get back to work. Just something different that I found funny. If you didn't, well, that's your fucking problem.